Hey everybody, welcome back. In this tutorial, we'll learn about adding floating curves to an alignment in Civil 3D. Let's get started. In this exercise, you'll add two floating curve entities to a simple alignment. First, you'll add a best fit floating curve that follows the most likely path through a series of points. Then you'll add a floating reverse curve with spirals. Now the drawing shows a simple alignment consisting of three tangents with curves. In the next few steps, you'll add two floating curves to the end of the alignment. This exercise continues from our last exercise where we went about adding free curves and spirals to an alignment. Now note that this exercise uses the Align-2 drawing with the modifications you made in the previous exercise. Or you can open the Alignment 3 drawing from the Tutorials folder. Now go ahead and pan and zoom until you see circles D and E on the surface. On the Home tab, go ahead and go into your Layer Management. And then turn on your C-Points layer. Now you'll see a group of points are displayed. You'll use these points as a basis for creating a floating curve that follows the most likely path through these points. Now note that if these points do not appear, go ahead and type in regen on the command line. We'll do that right now. Now if the Alignment Layout Tools toolbar isn't open, select the alignment. Now remember that we can right-click on the alignment and click Edit Alignment Geometry. We get our toolbar. Now select this drop-down menu. Pick the floating curve, best fit. Then you're prompted on the command line to select the entity to attach to. Go ahead and select the tangent that ends in circle D. Then in the Curve by Best Fit dialog box, make sure that the Kogo points is selected. So we have that selected right here. Go ahead and click OK. Now the command line prompts you to select point objects or numbers and groups. Go ahead and enter in G for groups. Now in the Point Groups dialog box, select all points, then click OK. The Regression Data Vista displays information about each of the points that are included in the regression analysis. Let's move this off to the side a little bit. Now the drawing displays a red dashed line indicating the path of the best fit curve. An X marks the location of each regression data point. Let's open the regression data up just a little bit more. Now note the point numbers in the point number column right here are sequentially generated as regression data points are added or removed. They do not correspond to the actual Autodesk Civil 3D point numbers. Now you'll modify some of the regression data to better suit your design. In the Regression Data Vista, go ahead and browse to point 16. Select the Pass Through checkbox. Selecting this checkbox specifies that if the curve does not deviate from the regression data, it will always pass through point 16. Now go ahead and click the checkbox to create the best fit floating curve. The Regression Data Vista closes and the regression point markers disappear. Now in the drawing, select your alignment. Click the cyan grip at point 16, which is the end of the floating curve. Drag it towards one of the other points. Click to place the grip at its new location. In the toolbar, click Edit Best Fit Data for all entities. Now notice that the original regression data is replaced in the Regression Data Vista, and the original best fit curve is displayed in the drawing. The shield icon up at the top here indicates that the alignment layout does not comply with the regression data. When you move the grip at point 16, you move the pass-through point from the location you specified earlier. Click the shield to synchronize. Check to close the vista. Now you can see that the entity returns to its original location. Go to your Home tab and then into your Layer Management, and then turn off your C-Points layer. On your Layout toolbar, click this drop down. Select the Floating Reverse Curve with Spirals from Curve, Radius, Through Point. Our command line says select curve to attach to. Select the curve entity that ends in circle E. Enter a spiral length of 75, a radius of 200, and a spiral out length of 75. Now, specify a pass-through point through the center of F. The reverse curve with spirals appears. Exit the layout command by right-clicking in the drawing. Now you know how to go about adding floating curves to an alignment in Civil 3D. If you'd like to learn more about Civil 3D workflow tips and tricks, visit AutoCAD Civil3Dtraining.com and be sure to sign up for future video notifications or click subscribe on our YouTube channel. Again, my name is Charles Ellison. Take care.